All right, it's come to my attention, a lot of misinformation researchers don't know how to capture a high quality screenshot, or maybe not capture a high quality screenshot on a lower quality device. I've heard people say, oh, well, I'm going to need a Mac Retina display to capture this. I'm going to have to make it maximum size. You don't need any of that, right? I'm going to show you a way to use Chrome DevTools in Chrome to capture any resolution screenshot on any device. First, though, I'd like to talk a little bit about when you'll need it, because usually you don't need a high quality screenshot. So for instance, when I'm capturing things, I'm not saying any of the stuff I'm capturing is true or false, by the way, but when I'm doing research into a particular issue and finding examples, a lot of times I just need to document the thing. And so I might capture this, and I'm just going to use the inbuilt Windows tool. On Windows, it's Windows key Shift S. On Chromebook, it's I think it's Shift, one of the function keys at the top there. And then on Mac, you use that snipping tool, clipping tool that Mac has. And that's often good enough. The problem is really there's two problems, right? The first is sometimes you get this sort of thing where the content is too long, right? And so obviously, if you're trying to snip that, that's not gonna work, right? Sometimes people solve that by hitting the Control minus, and you get that to a level that you can snip it. But then you've traded one problem for another, because you go and you capture this, and then when you go and you look at what that looks like, you see that you've got one of these sort of fuzzy, when you get it to the right size, you get one of these fuzzy looking screenshots. So that's no good, right? So how do you get around this? Let's get this out of here. So how do you get around this? Well, I'm going to show you how to use Chrome DevTools. You're going to see a lot of crazy stuff in a moment. Almost none of it matters. Just concentrate on the key combinations that I'm giving you. So let's get this back to a relatively normal size with a Control plus. Control plus. All right. So we're in Chrome, and we want to capture this, and we want a high quality, and we maybe want to capture this, and we want to capture some replies as well. So I'm going to hit Control Shift I, and that's going to open up the Chrome DevTools. And then this is the easy way. I might just go down here. I might choose the iPad Pro. And this will give us the format in here is what an iPad Pro would show, right? In portrait mode, showing this content. And we can just do that. Click somewhere in here. Doesn't matter what you click whatever, just give that window focus, and then Control Shift P, start to type screenshot. You'll see these options. And for this video, I'm just going to show you how to capture an area screenshot. There's some other stuff you can do that's kind of neat too. But let's just capture the area screenshot, and then we go in and we capture this, and it will download here, and you'll see immediately we've got a better looking screenshot here than we had before. If I can get this up here, I can actually yeah. Now it does get a little bit, this is good for almost anything you do, right? It does get a little bit blurry when you get to this level here. But for anything you're doing on the web, this is a perfectly fine resolution. Sometimes you're doing things for print publication and they want a really high quality snapshot. And so I'll show you how to do that. You go here, you create custom device. I already have a custom device I call long laptop. But here I just take the width of my screen, which the width of my screen is 1920. It doesn't have to perfectly match. Set it whatever you want. And I like to make these long so I can grab long comment threads. And then here's sort of the secret sauce. We're going to do this crazy. We're going to do a device pixel ratio of 8. Don't do 8, but I just want to show you how high resolution you can get this stuff. So this means we are going to get 8 times the resolution of what's on the screen. Now there's limits to that, as you'll see, all right. So, and we got to give this a name. So we'll call this long laptop 2. And we're going to add that. Now, if I go here and I go to long laptop 2, you'll see a couple things. One, I can capture as much of this as I want because I've got this very long space here. Click that out there. And then if we do our Control-Shift-P, let's see what this looks like in practice, right? So we're going to do this capture area screenshot. Again, at some later point, I can show you the stuff for the other, but we'll capture it here. I don't know. Maybe we want, we can capture that whole thread, but maybe we want to stop there. Just do that. And it may take a minute because it's processing a pretty big file. And then you'll see it download, download down here. Now, one of the things that you'll notice when it downloads is, if I think you can see the hover text here, it comes in, it actually has a bunch of the elements of the URL you captured it from. That's actually pretty useful for misinformation too. But the point here is actually the resolution. So if we pull over the resolution of this, you'll see that you get, it can't upscale the photos, right? But you'll see that you can get this to as clear a resolution as you want, right? You see how clear that is even at this level, right? And then you compare that, right? Like we can put that side by side with what we had here. And so that's how you capture a, screenshot at any resolution on Chrome. Again, not necessary for a lot of what you do, but if you're doing print publication, definitely useful. And if you're trying to capture long threads of information that don't fit on your screen, useful as well.